Welcome to Magic Tarot. I have another pick a card for you all. The question is, do they regret losing you? So you have four piles in front of you. Pile number one, two, three, and four. You might be drawn to the card. You might be drawn to the number. Whichever suits you, you can choose that particular pile. The timestamps will be in the description box. You can fast forward and see your reading. Okay, hear your reading. Okay, let's proceed with the reading. Okay, the ones who have chosen pile number one, your cards are you have Temperance, Knight of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Chariot, Three of Swords, and then you have Unfinished Business. So, does this particular person regret losing you? With the Temperance card and with the Three of Swords. Okay, so the Three of Swords, I don't think I have to tell you what it really means. Both the parties in this situation have felt heartbreak. This particular person feels heartbreak. Um, they feel a sense of loss. Okay, and for some reason, I'm drawn to the gray in both these cards. Okay, so this is wisdom through experience. Okay, gray talks about wisdom through experience. And if you see, you have like three cards which are major arcana. You have Temperance, Strength, and Chariot. For so I have a feeling like right now you, the viewer, is working hard on yourself, and this is applicable to the other person as well, because I feel like you are mirroring each other. So the other person also is putting in a lot of hard work. Okay, they're working on themselves, and I have a feeling like you are working on yourself as well. Okay, you're learning to put yourself, probably you lost yourself in this connection and you do not, for some reason, it was like you did not really recognize yourself, like you felt like you lost yourself in this connection, and because of which now it is like a very strong desire to put yourself first and do the healing process. Okay, so that is your Temperance card. And with the Strength card, okay, you have this particular person for some reason is quite optimistic about the fact that things have not ended. They do not feel like this situation has come to an end. They really do not think like they have lost you. They feel heartbreak, but then this particular person is willing to put in the effort to make it work. Okay, because the Strength card usually, this is like having faith in a situation, not wanting to give up, feeling optimistic, though it requires them to be really strong. This particular person does not want to give up on this connection. Okay, so usually a person who is represented by the Strength is someone who will not give up on you, does not want to give up on the situation. They want to go through it. Even if it is ups and downs, you are facing a lot of ups and downs, this particular person does not want to give up on this connection. Okay, so with the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles, this particular person wants to come up with an offer, a very stable offer, but then both the cards are a card which is a slow moving card, and Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving card in the entire deck. So that is again an issue. Okay, it can be like this particular person can take forever to come forward with this stable offer that they want to give to you. And with the Chariot, again, it is a slow, though it talks about success, so this particular person wants success with you, but the thing is, again, a Chariot is a slow moving card. So, what I have the feeling here is this particular person is working on themselves, trying to better themselves so that, they can have that success with you. And this particular person does not have, they do not believe that, things have ended with you. Okay, between you, things have ended between you, because you have the unfinished symphony. So here, this particular person, like I said, they are working on themselves. And I think with the strength card and with the chariot card, there's a lot of internal battle that's going on. And also with the three of swords, I have a feeling like this heartbreak was not something quite. Like, if I would say, this was not probably because of a third party. This feels more like, some form of trust that was broken. And I feel it's more of like, a mental thought process. Like, when you start thinking too much into a particular stuff, you tend to exaggerate, or it's like blowing things out of proportion, for that matter. So with the three of swords, I have a feeling like this, you or the other person, because there was a lot of thought process involved in this relationship, I have a feeling like, it brought about a lot of heartbreak for you, more than it actually appeared to be. So, does this person regret losing you? First thing, they don't even think that they have lost you, because they feel like you know, they can get back to the old situation. This particular person is not going to give up on you. Okay, with the strength card, this particular person is wanting to fight for you. They are not. They will not give up on you. So, um, that was your reading. Uh, and I'm like, this did not necessarily answer if they regret losing you, because it feels like, you already know the answer, that this particular person feels like they haven't completely lost you. Okay, they think that things can be worked out between the both of you with the strength card. So that was your reading. I hope this resonates. Okay, the ones who've chosen pile number 2, your cards are, you have the Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords, you have the Emperor, you have the Four of Cups, and then you have the Y card. Okay, so does this person regret losing you? That's the question. But then the universe is asking to you, why do you even want to know that this person regrets losing you? B- And I would say why? Because, you are a person who is completely unaware of the fact that there are many people who are interested in you. Okay, they're like, you have a lot of options. I tell you right away, I'll tell you that you have a lot of options, because you have like four people here who are interested in you. You have the Page of Pentacles, you have Two of Pentacles, you have Page of Swords, you have the Emperor, and then again you see you have the Four of Cups that's being offered, and I feel like this is you. Okay, so there are four cups being offered to you, and I don't even think you are aware of, how charming you can be, or probably it's like, I think you have a lot of stories to say, and you're someone who gets bored easily. And I also have a feeling like most of the time you don't even acknowledge these cups that come your way, acknowledge these feelings that come your way. Okay, so I'll talk about these four people. I don't have much to say, talk about them, but then I'll tell you what I think. Okay, so the Emperor card, what the Emperor card talks about is, the Emperor card is someone. How would you get to know that this particular person has feelings towards you? They feel very protective over you. Okay, they're always defending you. They're always caring for you. They're always, providing for you, for that matter. Like, you are in need and they are there to help you out. And this particular person is quite wise as well, on a position, in a position where, they are an authority figure. And the Emperor is like the highest of the kings, or basically he's the kings of kings. So this particular person, the Emperor, I have a feeling like he is successful. Okay, he or she, this particular person is quite successful. They've been through a lot, and they know their game. Okay, they know what they want and they go after it. And this particular person is very driven. So if, they want to, they are going to make, like, make efforts towards you. This particular person is not someone who's not going to make efforts towards you. Okay, that is your Emperor card. And I also feel like they are in a position of authority. They have money, they have power. This particular person is like one of a kind, that, in their whatever field that they are right now, okay, they're the best at it. So that is your Emperor card. And with the Page of Swords, there's definitely someone who is, right now. like I have a feeling like this particular person is keeping tabs on you. They are checking your social media. They are trying to get all sorts of information. Like this particular person knows what's happening with you. Okay. They are so much more aware of like everything for that matter. This particular person is, this is basically spying. Okay. A card which talks about spying. So this, the three people for that matter are of your same, it can be age, they might be younger to you, but usually you know what happens, pages are usually a young energy, and the emperor is someone who is quite wise for that matter, so it does not necessarily relate to age, but then it just talks about their energy for that matter. So with the Page of Swords, definitely there is someone out there who's keeping tabs on you. They know everything about you. They're trying to figure you out. And this particular person hasn't come forward with how they feel about you. Okay, so that is your Page of Swords. This can be completely someone who you do not expect, but then I have a feeling like they're around you. Okay, so with the two of, and then you have the Two of Pentacles, and then you have the Page of Pentacles. So with the Page of Pentacles, there is someone who's quite fascinated. I think you might have met this particular person recently, or you might have crossed their path, and this particular person finds very fascinating. Okay, they are smitten by you. They are attracted to you. They are like, you know, they know your worth. Okay, they consider you, they basically put you on a pedestal, this particular person. And for some reason I have a feeling like this particular person, you know, they feel like they do not have enough to provide for you. Okay, right now they are not in a position that they can provide for you, but then they are looking at you. So it's like, you know, like, I think you might be constantly on their mind. So that is your Page of Pentacles. And with the Two of Pentacles again, you might have probably found yourself in a third party situation at one point of time. Might have been quite serious, might not have been serious, but then I have a feeling like it was some. I have a feeling like it was something serious because with the Two of Pentacles, this particular person who was quite fascinated by you, or it can be someone completely new who was interested in you, and they already had someone, but then probably they hid the fact, or you know, they showed you that they were uninterested in the other person and interested more in you. And I think you probably didn't even realize that you were a third party in this situation, because the Two of Pentacles usually is like a juggling card, juggling two people. So you have quite a few stories to tell, and I would just say that, you know, you do not have to bother about anyone regretting losing you, because I think you already have so many options. And if someone, I mean, like, you know, they're on the losing end, no, usually what happens is so many people are interested in a particular person only when they have so much more to offer, like, you know, they are just this amazing person, and people see your worth. Okay, know that people see your worth, because of which, you know, there are so many people who are interested in you. But then I think you're completely unaware, and you are like, you have probably distanced yourself right now. You're in a reflective mode, like trying to figure your life out, or trying to just like, where, you know, there's some form of clarity, but then it's like, I feel like you're getting bored. You are like right now probably thinking, or probably just reflecting on where you stand in life for that matter. So that was your reading. I know this did not answer the question, like, you know, do they regret losing you? Because, but then, you know, I don't even think you need to be bothered about someone regretting losing you, because I think they would. Okay, so that was your reading. I hope this resonates. Okay, the ones who have chosen pile number 3, your cards are, you have Nine of Swords, you have the Magician, you have Four of Swords, and you have the Ten of Wands, you have Three of Cups, you have Happy Happy, and then you have Orphaned. Okay, so does this person regret losing you? Okay, with these cards, like, It is a definite yes that this particular person regrets losing you, because you have the nine of swords, and then you have the orphan card, and again you have the ten of wands. And I'll tell you why, okay? Like with the nine of swords, this particular person regrets how they have acted towards you, regrets what's gone down with you, and this is going on in their mind for like really long time, and it's just like not letting them sleep. They're having this, they're probably going through a really dark phase. They are, this person can be, for some reason right now I feel like they are in that polarity, bipolar. Like at one moment they are like really positive, and the next moment they are like really negative about this whole connection. Because with the nine, if you see the background color, it's completely black. I mean, like it is black, and then here you have yellow. Complete contrasting colors. The black color talks about dark times, mourning. It talks about everything. It talks about just being in a dark place. Okay, that is the black color. And the yellow color is like feeling optimistic, feeling positive, feeling uplifted. I mean, like you are sure that this connection is going to take a turn. So, this particular person, at one moment, they are really thinking so much, they are so much in their head. Because they are so much in their head, what happens even when they are doing their everyday work with a 10 or ones everyday work, you're constantly on their mind, and they cannot shirk you off. They cannot just get rid of your thoughts, and because they cannot get rid of your thoughts, I think it's become burdensome. It's like this particular person is, there are moments when they go into that dark place, and then they tell themselves, no, I need to think positively. And the moment they tell themselves, they become really positive, and they decide, like, I am going to manifest this person back into my life. I have everything, and I'm going to do that. Okay, they do that. With a magician card, they feel really optimistic. But then again, if you see here, okay, like this particular person does not have a peace of mind with the four of swords. Again, there's a lot of reflection that's going on. This particular person is thinking so much. There's so much in their head right now. And again, you have the 10 of wands, and then you have three of cups. Okay, and three of cups for me usually has been celebration. Like the moment, it's like having fun with your friends. It's those happy times. It talks about happiness. Okay, the three of cups to me talks about happiness. So here again, you see they feel burdened, and the next moment it's like they're really happy. This is like, it's enhanced again with the happy card and the orphan card. Again, they feel very happy, and the next moment they feel like this situation is like not going to come back to a place where, there was a time when they felt really happy, and they want everything back. They want those time back. And with the orphan card, usually for me, the orphan card is five of pentacles. And five of pentacles, if you know, you have these two beggars walking uh in the snowy, I mean, like it is snowing, and then they're walking, and they're barefooted, and they're really hurt. And what I feel like, this particular person is hurt, he's down, he or she is down. They're like really, at in a dark place right now. So there are moments when they're really happy, and there are moments when they're really down. And this particular person does not have that peace that they are trying to seek, and they are trying to manifest you back into their life. I have a feeling like you and them have been through a lot in this connection. Probably at a point of time in your life you felt really unwanted, or they felt they were unwanted, and it's become burdensome for them. Yeah, it's become burdensome for them, and there might have been a situation where, a third party might have been involved, because you have the three of cups. But this can be more in the head, like they are thinking like you're already with someone else. So that was your reading, and yeah, this particular person regrets losing you. Okay, so that was your reading. I hope this resonates. Thank you. Okay. The ones who have chosen pile number 4, your cards are, you have you had the maximum number of cards fall out for you. You have the 6 of Pentacles, then you have the Death card, then you have the Knight of Swords, then you have the 3 of Pentacles, then you have the High Priestess, and you have the Lovers card, you have Building Blocks, you have Go the Distance, and then you have Clean It Up. So right away, I would want to talk about this particular card, okay, with the Clean It Up. Does this particular person regret losing you? I feel like you and them are really hurt, okay? And you, especially for that matter, and you need to clear yourself off of this negative energy. You need to work on yourself and work on yourself and try to heal yourself, okay? That is like a major theme, that because you have been through a major transformation, there's so much that you've gone through in life with this connection. This connection has taught you a lot. With the Death card, definitely major transformation. Like usually with the Death card, what happens is, you know, the whole, you know, after this, the Death card usually is for a long period because it is a major arcana. So it is a state of prolonged state, okay, where you go through so much, and after this phase of your life is over, your entire perspective on life, on situations, on people, about relationships, about everything for that matter changes. Okay, it can be for the positive, it can be for the negative, because death usually is, I mean, like everybody takes it in a different way. You have to fight it to be positive during point of time, uh, during a point of time where you're going through this phase of life. What really happens is you have to be really strong, and moreover, with the Death card, it is like you feel all alone, okay? You feel all alone because it becomes a personal battle. It becomes a personal battle, and you need to fight this out alone. And that can bring about a major transformation that decides whether you change for the better or you change for the worse. That is the Death card. And because there's been so much, and I know you've been through a lot, because you have the Clean It Up, you have the Death card, what you need to be doing right now is to work on yourself, okay? Put yourself first, work on yourself, try to clear up this energy that you have been holding in your heart for so long. Okay, I definitely know that this connection has been very strong, and this connection with the Lover's card, usually a lover's card talks about a very deep bond that you experience with someone else, a connection that is something that cannot be forgotten, and it's from both the sides. And oftentimes what happens, the Lovers is also a choice card because you have the 3 of Pentacles. So at one point of time in this relationship, you might have probably felt that there was someone else involved, and it could have also been that you probably felt like the feeling that they had towards you was platonic, okay, like not something serious. This person probably might would have tried to show you like it was platonic. You might be working with this particular person, or it could have been like in a in an in a work setting for that matter. Okay, that is for the few of you. That is what I get, because the 3 of Pentacles usually talks about creative endeavors. So what I have a feeling here is things are unfinished between the both of you. Things have not really ended between the both of you, because we have the Lovers card, and with the 3 of Pentacles, again, an unfinished business. And like I told you, this particular person might probably would have shown you that they have platonic feelings towards you, and things were hidden in this relationship with the high priest is definitely, they have not been clear, they have not been open about their emotions. And with the knight of swords, what I have a feeling like somewhere fear dictated this particular person, because the connection that they felt was so strong and so deeply felt by them, that this particular person was fearful actually. And I also have a feeling like this particular person would have communicated to you, but communicated in a way where you did not find your answers. You things they just left you more confused. I have a feeling like they just came rushed in and rushed out of your life, and because of which again it was like it got enhanced, that there was like this confusion about where you stand with this particular person. And with the six of pentacles, I definitely have a feeling like there was l- balance lacking in this relationship. That means there one of you was giving more into this relationship than the other person. And you have building blocks, go the distance, and then you have to clean it up. So I've already spoken about clean it up. So with the building blocks, the foundation of this relationship wasn't strong. And if you it's like you need to work on this relationship, but then you need to understand that relationships are a two-way street. Okay, only you putting in a hard work and expecting things to work out, it's not going to happen. It has to be both the parties putting in the work. Okay, and with the go the distance, what I have a feeling like with time you're going to find the answers that you're seeking, because probably even this particular person might uh, find what they are seeking. Like, I think even they do not realize how strong of bond this was, because usually the high priestess reveals itself very slowly. So this particular person would have, or it could be like they already knew about it, but then they did not want to show you. And with the death card, so the question is here, like, do they regret losing you? I have a feeling with the death card, things have ended. Like it talks about ending. So it is usually like, you know, what I have a feeling here is with the death card, if you see this particular person, it's like, you have the Pope. And for some reason, I don't know, I don't see them. It was like for some reason you see something black here. I felt like this was not the head, and it is like hands and then their head bowed down. So I feel like, that is how I actually read it in the Hindi version, because that is how it caught my eye. Okay, so does this person regret losing you? It is a yes, that they regret losing you, because I saw that as like they mourning it. Okay. And I don't know, for some reason I also feel like they might be seeing this from some, I don't know, like a twisted way. For some reason, like they might probably, it's like, they're not wanting to acknowledge it. Like, they're trying to hide it from themselves as well. With the high priestess, they already know. And this particular person, definitely there's fear. I mean, like, usually the knight of swords I associate with fear. Okay, and it is a communication card. This particular person wants to communicate with you, but again, I have a very strong feeling like fear is a major factor here. And but then I would only want to say that, um, work on yourself, try to clear yourself off of this energy. And yeah, because I mean, like, once you're healed, then can you concentrate, like usually what happens is oftentimes when you don't do the healing, if you happen to be with someone else, it tends to bite you. I mean, like, It's like it will not leave you. These are, it becomes skeleton in the closet, and they seem to keep popping up again and again. But then if you work on yourself and if you heal your past wounds, what would happen is loving someone else or moving ahead will become so much more easier. And the lovers card is also a choice. You get to choose whether you want to stay in this connection, because at one point of time definitely you might have probably thought that they were already with someone else. Okay, and this particular person might have tried to show you that they have platonic feelings towards you. So that is your reading. I hope this resonates. Thank you.